The more people learn about David Wilcock's final 72 hours, the more questions they have. And now, a close friend has come forward with something that has stopped the internet cold. David Wilcock, American paranormal writer, media personality, and YouTuber, died on April 20, 2026 in Nederland, Colorado. He was 53. His family confirmed that Wilcock took his own life after a long struggle with depression and overwhelming financial debt, adding, "Many who knew him from afar have speculated that there is a cover-up involving his death, but we can assure you there was no foul play." That is the family's statement, and that matters enormously. But the details of his final 72 hours, pieced together from his own live stream, from dispatch audio, from the viral post that has now been shared millions of times, and from a friend who was with him until the very end, are painting a picture that is far more complicated than a single headline can hold. In this video, we're going through every piece of it, hour by hour, because David Wilcock spent his entire career telling the world that the full story is never the first story, and in this case, the full story is only now beginning to emerge. Let's start 72 hours before he died, Saturday, April 18. David Wilcock went live on YouTube. During the stream, he referenced the recent deaths of fellow researchers, including Nick Pope and Erich von Däniken. He told his audience, "I'm excited to be here, every day that I have on Earth is a gift and a blessing, and I'm very grateful for that because frankly, people are disappearing. Scientists are going missing. It's a little bit scary." He added, "You guys knew that I might still show up even though it was last minute and I've had a really rough week. That's kinda like every week, but somehow we keep on making it through. Somehow we keep on making it through." He said that, on camera, to over 500,000 people. And then 48 hours later, he didn't. Now the friend. And this is where the story deepens in a way that nobody was prepared for. A close friend of David Wilcock, who had been in direct contact with him right up until Sunday, April 19, just one day before his death, came forward and revealed that despite his constant life stresses, he was in good spirits and was actively making plans for his future. Making plans for his future the day before he died. According to this friend, he appeared to be in good spirits just days earlier. She said she was stunned by his death. Many who knew him say they did not see any signs that he was struggling. That disconnect between the man his friend spoke to on Sunday and the man who called 911 on Monday morning is the detail that has made this story impossible to walk away from. Because how do you reconcile a person making future plans on a Sunday with what happened the following morning? Monday morning, April 20, 10:44 a.m. Wilcock called 911, telling dispatch, "I need to leave, and I will be to the left of the house." He spoke about ongoing financial troubles and health issues. He refused to answer when asked if he was armed or planning to hurt himself. Just before deputies reached him, Wilcock told dispatch, "I'm sorry to put you through this," and hung up. Seconds later, deputies saw him outside the home with a gun to his head. They immediately took cover. A single shot rang out moments later. Despite commands to drop the weapon, Wilcock shot himself in front of deputies. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Those are the facts as confirmed by law enforcement. That is what the dispatch audio captured. That is what the officers witnessed. And yet, even within those facts, something keeps pulling people back. Because between the Sunday phone call where he was making plans and the Monday morning 911 call, something changed. Something shifted. And nobody knows exactly what that was. But wait, let me ask you something. Have you ever known someone who seemed completely fine, who was planning, laughing, looking forward, and then within hours everything was different? Not gradually, not with warnings you could see, but suddenly, silently, completely. That is how grief works, and it is also exactly why mental health crises are so devastating to the people left behind. Not because they weren't paying attention, but because sometimes the crisis doesn't announce itself. It just arrives. And sometimes the person carrying it has learned to mask it so completely, even to themselves, that the plans they're making on Sunday feel completely real, until they don't. And then came the post, the one from December 2022 that is now being shared millions of times. An old message attributed to Wilcock began circulating widely across social media. The post read, "I plan on living, not suicidal at all, just concerned about what happens when you prove God is real." 4 words, not suicidal at all, written in 2022, now sitting at the center of a firestorm. For many followers, the resurfaced statement raised difficult questions about the narrative surrounding his death. Supporters pointed to the post as evidence that something did not fully align, while others cautioned against drawing conclusions without verified facts. And that caution matters, because a post written in 2022 about a state of mind in 2022 cannot tell us what was happening inside David Wilcock's life in April 2026. Depression is not a permanent declaration of intent. It is a battle that shifts, that changes, that can be invisible for years and then arrive all at once. His family knows that, and they said so clearly, publicly, and with the full weight of people who were actually in his life. Congresswoman Ana Paulina Luna was among the first public figures to confirm his death on X, writing, "We just learned of the tragic passing of David Wilcock. We are praying for his family and loved ones and the millions of lives he impacted." Luna has stated in the past that she absolutely believes alleged UFOs are of non-human origin, and said in an August 2025 appearance that she has seen evidence pointing to the existence of interdimensional beings. At the same time, Dr. John Brandenburg, a scientist known for his work on fusion energy and space propulsion, claimed on social media that his own life was in danger and linked his concerns to his research and recent events. And so the story widened. A dead researcher, a viral post from 2022, a friend who spoke to him the day before, a congresswoman paying tribute, a scientist claiming he feared for his life, all of it colliding in the same 72-hour window. David Wilcock was born in Rotterdam, New York on March 8, 1973. He graduated from the State University of New York at New Paltz in 1995, where he studied psychology. He became a New York Times best-selling author and a regular on Ancient Aliens, appearing in over 600 television episodes throughout his career. He had been vocal about government disclosure on unidentified anomalous phenomena and advanced technologies, speaking to the over 500,000 people who subscribed to him on YouTube. A boy from upstate New York who studied psychology and ended up spending 30 years asking the biggest questions a human being can ask, about the universe, about consciousness, about what governments are hiding and what the answer might mean for every person alive. And in his final live stream, the last time he spoke to the world, he looked into a camera and said he was grateful, genuinely grateful, for every day he had. "I'm excited to be here. Every day that I have on earth is a gift and a blessing." Those were not the words of a man who had given up. They were the words of a man who was fighting hard, privately, behind every camera and every live stream and every post, against something the people watching him couldn't fully see. His family closed their statement with a request that his loss encourage more focused attention to mental health care access. That is the message they chose, not conspiracy, not cover-up, not a debate about what a post from 2022 means, but a simple human request that we pay attention to the people in our lives who are struggling, that we notice, that we reach out. Before the Sunday phone call becomes the last one. If you are struggling right now, please dial or text 988. You are not alone, and the people who love you want to hear from you today.